Hello, everybody. My name is Darlene Gingras. I'm from the Red-tailed Hawk. I live in Yellick, Nipissing Reserve. I am running for the honor and privilege of being your next chief, your next GEMA of our beautiful Nipissing First Nation. Change is something difficult, but change is a sign of progress and healthy and needed. As I believe now more than ever, as your chief, you, the members, will be the priority in the decision-making that we need to be reunited as a community. We need to be reminded that we are all related. I am a family and community-minded person. My grandparents were also John and Edna Cucci. My grandmother was a Laronde. My mom is Barbara Cucci Jolliker, who grew up in Duchesne. I worked as a psychiatric nurse for 22 and a half years, and I recently attended Nipissing University for social work and a minor in Native Studies. I have 6 grandchildren that I truly adore, and I am also a proud aunt of many nieces and nephews. I am acutely aware of the ongoing trauma and intergenerational trauma from residential day schools in our community, as well as the 60s and now the millennial scoop. We are also still facing continuous various ways in which the federal and provincial governments try to assert their control over our communities. I believe if we maintain our focus on the strength of our elders, story and knowledge keepers in our community, and we honor the collective talent and the brilliance that we have within Nipissing, we can accomplish anything together. I want to rectify the ongoing division that is occurring, help our nation to heal, and provide leadership that is patient, open to listening to members, available feedback, and live the 7 grandfather teachings in action and not just words. I am not a perfect person. I too have made mistakes, and I will make more. But I can and will be humble enough to learn from them and to take responsibility. There has been much hurt and too many negative comments that have occurred both in person and online. The RHT is on the forefront of everybody's mind, and it could have been handled with more transparency to alleviate a lot of the worry, confusion, and discontent, and a lot of the harm that has occurred. What should have and could have been a time for celebrating amongst our nation of all 21 nations involved in this settlement has instead become a time of stress, division, and uncertainty. Refusing to engage with members shows a lack of respect and trust, especially with elders who hold a special place for us, and with our youth, who are our future. The issue of the RHD has shown so many fractures in our community, and this should have been addressed a long time ago. A leader is supposed to be calm and assist those that they are leading, not to add frustration and tension. If answers were not known, there is no shame in saying so. This would have stopped all the speculation that happened. Instead, members continue to receive mixed messages that changes. Elders were left out during a freezing day in February instead of being invited indoors for a conversation. And our youth feel as though they matter less due to the age-based discrimination. A council member was ignored at a C&C meeting. Some members are fearful that they may end up with less due to not having their status for as long as others. And members are holding that nothing is up for discussion any longer. This is not a democratic, nor is it a line within our NFN Constitution. As your chief, I will be brave enough to have an open door policy because I love our community. I will be respectful to elders, and I will have the courage to be honest about what I truthfully do and do not know, as well as having the wisdom to listen to members. I have listened to band members, both on and off reserve. We have many concerns as a nation. I have done my best to also consult members and have input from members from each of our original 5 clans and later 7 clan system, as I think it is important as we move forward more to our self-governance model and away from the Indian Act and the model of CNC incorporate our traditional system. The consultation and advice from many members are important to me. I am also supportive of another review of our election code, as one has not been done in several years. So that way, we may examine the possibility and the need for representation of council on off-reserve members, as they are the largest portion of our membership, and they do need to be represented on council. And this was feasible during the pandemic via Zoom or other online methods. This is something I am open to looking into as chief with a community together. It is also incredibly important that here in our community on reserve, that we continue to expand on affordable housing with CMHC and the Indigenous Services Canada, and making housing available in multiple ways for members to buy, rent or lease, and also long-term care for our elders as well. I plan on also continuing to enhance the right path counseling and prevention services to address the ongoing drug and alcohol abuse, as well as looking to work with more community partners for more preventative strategies. Another key area of focus that will be important as your chief is school funding. The high cost of living and inflation has made things difficult on our students. Students need to be able to focus on completing their studies and not worrying about losing their housing or where their next meal will be coming from. And many are having to take on full-time jobs currently. I will be examining the budget to see what we can do to assist with increasing the cost of living allowance for students and where we can assist. Members that work on reserve have also brought to my attention there are concerns of feeling undervalued, unsafe, and a desire to contribute to CPP. I will need an opportunity to have an in-depth look at finances, examine how payroll is being allocated, and where these potential discrepancies that are being stated are arising from. One of my first goals as chief will be to have a forensic audit of NFN finances completed to ensure that we are being transparent and fulfilling our fiduciary responsibility as members. I strongly feel that this is important and that members feel valued for their work, and I am almost open to discussing change. Members that want to pay into CPP should have that option, and this should be explored further as to why it currently isn't. All workers have a right to a safe workplace, and as a chief, I would like to work together to ensure that staff are safe. As your chief, I will continue to advocate for our rights to be upheld, to oppose Bill C-53, and work with our allies against AOO trying to make claims on our territory. I will also continue to work with you on citizenship laws that determine our future and our future generations, and not the colonial government, as we know where we come from. I will be looking into the moose hunting that is being overhunted and that may possibly do to protect our population's nation's consumption for sustainability and opposed for profit. A review will be considered as members have shared some families don't have access, while others are making profit of selling moose to retail stores and numbers. of moose are going down. This is not our traditional way. Miigwech, vote for Darlene.